1953 baseball season. Good afternoon, by the way. Happy Easter Monday. Or is it Happy Easter Monday? By the way, Easter's almost done, so. Anyways, 1953 baseball season and loads here from what I can put down. Start, January 21st. Dizzy Dean and Al Simmons inducted into the Hall of Fame. In February, Anheuser-Busch purchases the St. Louis Cardinals, and that's an ownership that lasts until 1996. And at the same time, or maybe not the same time, Sportsman's Park is renamed Busch Stadium. So there you go. March 13th, as was mentioned near the end of yesterday's video, Braves owner Lou Perini announces the move to Milwaukee, and the sale ends up happening March 18th. And so the Braves start the 1953 season in Milwaukee. Okay. Here we go on. March 28th, Jim Thorpe, considered the greatest athlete ever, passes away on this day. He played with I mentioned him because he did play with the New York Giants from 1913 to 1919. Many multi-time Olympian, many gold medals. Also coached and played in the NFL. Yeah, and that was that. Greatest athlete ever. Probably. I'm not going to argue with it. Anyways, April 13th in Cincinnati, over 30,000 people are at Crosley Field to see Milwaukee win their first game. The Braves win their first game in Milwaukee. Well, as the Braves, they win in Cincinnati 2-0. April 17th, Mickey Mantle hits the longest Griffith Stadium home run ever. I think it might have left Griffith Stadium. I think it did leave Griffith Stadium from what I've read. It measured 565 feet. Ooh, boy. On June 3rd, Congress cites the research of New York City librarian Robert Henderson in proving that Alexander Cartwright had founded baseball instead of Abner Doubleday. Baseball's beginnings was an absolute mystery. So legend has it that Doubleday on the spot founded baseball, made up some rules. Yeah, the mystery is cloudy. No, we could just leave it at Doubleday supposedly founding baseball, but let's just leave that in legend or our imaginations. Okay, June 18th. Boston scores the Red Sox, by the way. There's only one Boston team left. No, that is the Red Sox. Boston scores an MLB Major League record 17 runs. 17! In the 7th inning to beat Detroit 23-3. July 14th, the All-Star Game at Crosley Field. National League 5, American League 1. Four All-Star games in a row for the National League. October 7th, Browns owner Bill Veeck, facing dwindling attendance, say that 10 times fast, and dwindling revenues, sells the St. Louis Browns to a Baltimore group, and the Browns will end up moving to Baltimore and becoming the Orioles in time for the 1954 season. So this would be a good time to update your scorecards. Yesterday we had the St. Louis Browns. Yesterday we had the Braves moving, and today, by the way, they had the Braves moving from Boston to Milwaukee, and now you got the Browns moving from St. Louis to Baltimore, becoming the Orioles. So that's two teams on your score. It should be two teams on your scorecard if you're keeping up. Yeah. October 28th, after a dispute with Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley, I think he was a general manager too, Anyways, Red Barber resigned from his broadcasting position and signed with the New York Yankees, becoming the Yankees play-by-play guy. I think it had something to do with extra advertising revenue coming in, and Walter O'Malley wouldn't let him have it. I think Gillette was one of the sponsors of the Dodgers. November 28th. And this is going to tie in with the World Series. Well, we should probably get to that note after we do the World Series, because it's big. Season stats. American League. Mickey Vernon of Washington leads the American League with a .337 average. Al Rosen. And in he goes. Al Rosen of Cleveland leads the American League with 43 home runs. And Al Rosen also led the majors with 145 RBIs. Pitching. Bob Porterfield of Washington, 22 wins, led the American League. Ed Lopat of the Yankees at 2.42 ERA, leading the American League. And Billy Pierce of the White Sox, 186 strikeouts, leading the American League. National League. Carl Frillo of Brooklyn leads the majors with a .344 batting average. Eddie Matthews of Milwaukee, there we go, 49 home runs, led the majors. And Roy Campanella of Brooklyn, 143 runs batted in, led the National League. Only trailed Al Rosen by 2 runs batted in. Pitching. Robin Roberts of Philadelphia and Warren Spahn of Milwaukee each had 23 wins, and they were tied for the Major League lead. Duh. Warren Spahn of Milwaukee also had a 2.10 earned run average, which led the majors. And Robin Roberts led the majors with 198 strikeouts. As we go to the season stats. No, we go to the season standings. American League. Yankees. I think for the 20th time. I mentioned 19, so this I think 20 now. 20th time. Wins the American League pennant by finishing first with a 99-52 record. Cleveland finishes second with a 92-62 record, 8.5 back. Chicago White Sox finished 89-65, 11.5 back. Boston goes 84-69, 16 back. Washington goes 76-76, 23.5 back. Detroit goes 60-94, 40.5 back. The Athletics go 59-95, 41.5 back. And their days are numbered too, so keep an eye on that. And St. Louis Browns in their last season in St. Louis, 54 wins, 100 losses, 46.5 back. So, because tomorrow you'll be hearing Baltimore. National League. Brooklyn takes the National League pennant, 105 wins and 49 losses. And finishing second is Milwaukee. Braves fans in Boston are thinking, where the hell has this been? Milwaukee goes 92-62, 13 back. The Braves were in Boston, had like 2 pennants. 2 between 1901 and 1952. Yesterday was 52, right? Yeah, I think so. 2 lousy pennants, and they were basically last or next to last. The rest of it, they were bad, and then they go to Milwaukee, and Braves fans in Boston are wondering, where the hell has this been? Anyway, so Milwaukee, yeah, they had a good year in Milwaukee, 92-62. The Phillies and the Cardinals each had 83 wins and 71 losses, 22 back. Tied for third, but they had third and fourth. Giants, fifth, 70 and 84, 35 back. Cincinnati, 68 and 86, 37 back. Chicago, 65 and 89, 40 back. And Pittsburgh, 50 and 104, 55 back. Now let's go to the World Series, shall we? The Yankees home games were at, Yankee Stadium. And Brooklyn's home games were at, you probably know, Ebbets Field. Game 1, September 29th, in New York. Yankees 9, Dodgers 5. Game 2 on September 30th, in New York. Yankees 4, Dodgers 2. Game 3, October 1st, in Brooklyn. Dodgers 3, Yankees 2. Yankees are now 2-1. Game 4, October 2nd, in Brooklyn. Dodgers 7, Yankees 3. Now we got an even Steven series at 2. Game 5, October 3rd, in Brooklyn. Yankees 11, Dodgers 7. Can the Yankees win Game 6 at home? Well, let's find out, because Game 6 is October 4th at Yankee Stadium in New York. Yankees 4, Brooklyn 3. Yankees win their 16th World Series. They win this series 4 games to 2. They win their 16th World Series. And, well, what more can you say? It's 5 World Series in a row. No team had done that before. No team has done that since. This team is just remarkable. Now, after this series, Dodgers manager Charlie Dressen had his contract terminated. Which is, he says, I want 2 more years. Nah, no, you're fired. Walter Alston ends up being named manager. November 28th, he ends up signing a 1-year pact to be manager, and he ends up, and Dodgers decide, we want to keep you. Walter Alston ends up staying from 1954, and I think till the 1976 or 77. It's about the mid-70s. Walter Alston stays with the Dodgers. 1976. He ends up, by the time he's done with the Dodgers, by the time he's done with the Brooklyn/LA Dodgers, and yes, that's coming too, Walter Alston has spent 23 seasons with him, winning 2,040 games and 4 World Series championships. And that first one is coming quicker than you think. Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be the next day? Is it going to be the next day? Here's an idea. Stay tuned and watch these videos. You'll know. Anyways, that's it for 1953. Tomorrow will be 1954. What will happen to the Yankees? Will they be in the World Series again? Will it beat somebody else? Who will win next year? Stay tuned.